So, you've got this fantastic girl and it seems the feeling is mutual. But just when everything seemed perfect, you saw it. You've got competition, and worse, that guy is actually stealing the spotlight from you. Dude is upping his game, and you've noticed she's giving him a bit more attention. You're starting to feel like a loser, even though the game is still on. So how do you win? How do you rekindle her focus on you, thereby stealing the competition's thunder? Well, that's why we're here today, and we're going to be showing you what to do to make her want you even more than any other guy. Be in control. Yeah. I know, it probably sounds weird that being in control is the first thing to do to make her choose you over the other guy, but just listen. Understanding what makes women tick isn't about following the script Hollywood laid out for us. Contrary to the romantic movies that showcase nice guys making grand gestures to win a girl's heart, the reality is quite different. The truth is, attraction does not stem from overt displays of affection. It's actually rooted in nature. The fact is, a woman wants a man, and a real man is not someone that begs and kneels every time. A real man has control. She's not going to want you because you're always buzzing her phone begging to take her out. That's what a baby does. You need to keep things that make you look weak under wraps. You need to be able to maintain positive emotions regardless of what's happening in your romantic life. You need to keep investing in yourself rather than fixating on getting girls. Yes, you need to let your qualities speak for you. So, one way to stand out and make her choose you over the competition is this. Be your finest self. Don't be desperate and continue to grow. Chill. Don't go begging her not to choose the other guy. Rather, show her that you've got your life sorted and on a fast track to success, and if she wants to be a part of that, she needs to come correct. But what do I mean by she needs to come correct? Well, that leads us to the next step. Give her a chance to chase. You ever heard of the saying that women love the chase? Well, it's not just a saying, it's a game changer when it comes to the dating game. You see, the girl that you want secretly wants to be the one putting in the effort to win you over. Alright, maybe not exactly you, but a worthy man. So, the magic lies in making yourself the prize, the coveted treasure that she works hard to attain. So, how can you do this? Be the high-value man who doesn't rush into commitment with anybody. Let her have her space, but even then, don't hide your intentions. Don't act like it's cool for her to leave you and go to him in public. You must understand that when she does things like this, she is testing you, and if you fail that test, you will suffer for it. Let her know where you stand and can continue to better yourself and never take crap from her. That way, you earn more of her respect, and eventually she's going to want to boast to her friends about how she stole you from the other girls. Bring positivity and happiness. Let's say that you've been away for some time, and for some reason, you guys have not been able to hang out. Well, when you're back and ready to see her, make sure to bring nothing but goodness and positive energy. This works especially when she's going through some challenges at work or even better in her relationship. In such cases, you should use laughter as a weapon. Never underestimate the impact of a good laugh, especially for a girl facing relationship struggles. You see, your ability to make her laugh, playfully tease, and create a lighthearted atmosphere will work wonders in your favor. If you successfully do that, she starts to see you as the angel that brings her good tidings in contrast to the storm brewing at home. Now, while you guys were hanging out, try to avoid discussions about her relationships or even work if possible. Your mission is to show her a good time, and that is all you should focus on. Showcase your worth. First off, you want to be seen as a high-value man. Also, she only wants a high-value man, so why should you not walk around like one? While humility has its place, subtly showing her your value is the key to taking her away from other guys. So how do you do this? First, be mindful of your look. Keep yourself impeccably groomed and wear clothes that align with your personality. This is not only showing her that you respect her enough to dress well, but that you also take your image very seriously. Also, don't shy away from displaying financial stability, but do so with finesse. One way that I do this is by bringing a generous gift for her or some relative. The trick is to avoid going overboard, ensuring your wealth complements your personality rather than overshadowing it. Also, let your status subtly shine through with the way that you talk and act. For instance, rather than telling her that you are successful at what you do, tell her stories of your experience dealing with big names and companies. The goal is to show who you are without coming off as a show-off. Now that we're halfway through the video, why don't you hit that subscribe button and support to the channel. Do the same with the like button if you're enjoying the video. Alright, all done? Let's get back to the list. Lecking. Now, picture yourself at a party where you are renowned for your talents. The spotlight's on you and everyone wants a piece of you. This is what lecking is about. Whether it's a skill, a passion, or a knack for something special, showcasing your abilities implies competence. Besides, having only one particular talent suggests to her that you're probably good in certain other areas, which only amplifies your appeal. You see, this is true of the animal kingdom, which is actually where the word lecking is originally used. So, lecking is when a male displays abilities aimed at attracting females. Birds sing to outdo one another, and rams clash horns to demonstrate physical prowess, and so on. So, what do we humans do? Well, we have fun by playing games, sports, and so on. And yes, the winner truly takes all, both the money and the affection. So do some research on how your competition is failing and get better at some of those things. Does your girl love karaoke and the other guy's a poor singer? Do some vocal training and outdo him whether he's there or not. This is another way to outdo the other guy. And trust me, when it comes to blowing a girl's mind, less is more when done right. It's not always about grand gestures like daily bouquets or overt compliments. Instead, the real magic lies in those little details the other guy, or even her, misses. Share how her dress reminds you of a particular love story writer, or tell her something interesting about earrings that she's wearing. If you notice that she often wears a particular lipstick during your dates, let her know that you noticed. And trust me, it will leave a lasting impression. Women crave the personal touch, the kind that shows you see beyond the surface. It's not just about what you say, but how keenly you observe and appreciate the finer details of who she is. This will make her more impactful if the other guy doesn't do it, and even if he does, she'll still love you for it. Yet there is nothing to a woman like pointing out a detail that she didn't even notice. Keep mystery in the air. Now, while openness is great, there is so much to be gained in the dating arena by maintaining an air of mystery. It's a bad idea to be an open book. Instead, strategically reveal layers of your personality to her in ways that build suspense and intrigue. I have a friend that is a doctor and kind of looks like a nerd, so you'd never guess that he was really into jiu-jitsu. Women always go crazy for him when they see him fight. But why? By creating a sense of mystery, you engage her curiosity. Most women love surprises, and you need to have one of them in the bag for her at intervals. Think of things about you that she wouldn't believe and slowly reveal some. Just enough to pique her interest, but not everything, so she comes wanting more. This is a tried and true method for sparking an irresistible attraction. Do you always seem to find yourself in the friend zone, or worse, women also seem to opt for the reject button when it comes to you? Trust me, we've all been there to varying degrees. That feeling of always being the one to chase and eventually getting rejected sucks. Well, the thing is, if you're chasing, then she can probably smell your desperation, and that never works in a man's favor. So the idea is to flip the script and have the women chase you. Make her a little jealous. Making a girl jealous is a little like adding a sprinkle of spice to your dating game. So let's say you're not officially in a relationship and there's lots of good-looking women around trying to catch your eye. And why are they looking at you? Well, first you've got your looks just right and you're also on a date with a girl. So to even make her jealous, you're gonna need to look like someone she'll want to have. Hit the gym, dress to impress, do your work, hang out with her friends, show her that you're not just brooding over her. You've got a whole exciting life happening and she can be a part of it. The fact is, if she sees you as a go-getter with a vibrant life, she will be racing to catch up. So let's go back to an earlier scenario. Now, you've got girls looking at you. What do? It's not time to be too rigid. Play around a little, flirt, but watch her. Watch her rise to the occasion, wanting to be more than just a friend. Listen attentively. People love someone who listens without turning the spotlight on themselves. It's like being a confidant, a vault of trust. There was a time when I loved talking endlessly, and as you might expect, it made people avoid conversations with me because, well, the discussion was going to be a one-way street. You see, listening is quite hard to do, and therefore it's rare to find someone that listens. So you can make yourself rare by being a good listener. On the other hand, when she talks, don't let your mind wander off. Actively listen. Soak in what she says and watch those sparks fly. It's like creating an instant connection, making her swoon from the get-go. But why? People in general need someone to listen to them, and women generally love to talk. Now, you can go even further by being that guy who remembers the little details that she tells you. Now, this is actually a two-way street because when you get guys into an argument, if you've been listening attentively, you'll be able to pick up the inconsistencies in her story. So, yes, listening to her will also help you in the long run. So be the attentive ear, spark meaningful conversations, and become the confidant she can't resist. Use the power of touch. Physical touch, when done right, can be like a secret code to a woman's heart. When thinking about this, think friendly shoves, standing a bit closer and running your hands through her hair. It's like adding playful notes to your melody. The language of touch builds familiarity, making the comfort level soar. You want her to feel your touch like a familiar tune, something she craves. Now, while this works, you don't want to rush it. If she pulls back, it's like a yellow light. Slow down. But if she's cool with it, believe me, it's like unlocking a door to her desires. Longing to be around you becomes the sweet melody, driving her a bit crazy and making her crave your company. But remember, you gotta watch how she reacts because everything can go wrong just as easily as it can go right. I once misjudged the touch tempo, and let's say it wasn't really a smooth dance. So here's the trick. Be in tune with her comfort and stop if she's not feeling it. You can start with a handshake and then move closer than her hair. If you keep getting the green light, she'll be on your case and chase. Master the art of banter. You can think of playful banter as the middle ground between being too sensitive and being emotionally ignorant. The first one might make a woman flee from you, while the other might make her lock you up in the friend zone and throw away the keys. So playful banter can keep you interested and wanted. Playful banter is your secret weapon, and if you can make her laugh, teasing her just enough, and knowing when to hit the brakes, she will crave every moment with you. So how do you do it right? Restrict your availability, but whenever you show up with all the fun, good news and laughter, all while being flirty with her. No matter how playful the banter gets, make sure to convey interest. Always make sure to sprinkle a dash of affection, even as you tease her and make her giggle. And always, always, always know when to rein it in. Now that we're halfway through the video, why don't you hit that subscribe button to support the channel? Do the same for the like button if you're enjoying the video. All done? Let's get back to the list. Observe and understand her. Understanding a woman is probably going to be the hardest thing you've ever done, but the more you understand, the better for you. Now, being observant is quite like being a detective, but minus the magnifying glass. See, hear, feel. These are your inputs. But here's the twist. What do you do with that information? Let's say you've noticed that sometimes she's just going to want to start a fight because she's in that kind of mood. Well, that is not the time to try and reason with her. When a woman is being emotional, trying to reason with them is just a terrible waste of time. You're never going to win, and you'll learn nothing except that you shouldn't have engaged with her. So what do? You can let her have her way if it's not important. If it's important, then stand your ground and simply say no. Don't give any explanations, it won't work. Now that's just an example of a scenario. The basic idea is to observe and understand her, knowing her dislikes, dreams, desires. Get to know her really well, watch the quality of your interactions soar. When a woman finds someone who understands her even in her chaos, they will always chase after it. Show her your mysterious side. So now you're not playing detective, but you are a puzzle that she has and wants to solve. Maintain an air of mystery, like a captivating novel she can't put down. Picture this. You're not overtly available, not a 24/7 show. Occasionally, you ask her out, but keep a bit in reserve. Let her take the lead sometimes. Like a dance where both partners take turns leading. Now, this mystery doesn't mean that you start hiding your feelings. You're not just putting them on a billboard. Think of it like not spilling the romantic beans. Avoid the obvious flirting and the cheesy lines. And if she senses obsession while you're trying to be mysterious, game is over. All you gotta do is have a lot of different things going on and don't reveal them all at once. Be the mystery she can't resist. Occasionally let her take the lead and keep the romantic cards close to your chest. Try to make your hangouts a group affair. Now, you might think it's wise to always go out with her alone, but that is not the case. Group hangouts, my friend, where blending in becomes your camouflage, is a wise move to make. Think of it this way. One-on-one interactions are like spotlight moments, but if they happen too often, it's like revealing the plot too soon. So, the plot twist is group hangouts. One of the advantages of this is that you can also meet her friends. It's like expanding your social circle while keeping your cards close. Gain their trust, become the reliable pal, and let the positive reviews subtly float back to her. In this scenario, the mutual friend becomes your wingman. Hang out in a group more often and watch as she's trying to grab your attention without even realizing it. Think of group hangouts as your stage. Cozy up with your friends and leave them with a unique first impression. With that, she will find it hard not to chase you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We'd love to help. Also, you can learn more in the next video.